The Ready Player Live podcast is a fitness, gaming, pop culture, and comedy podcast. Our takes, views, and shenanigans do not represent reality, and you absolutely should not try this at home.
Ready Player Live.
We're going to put this one in the vault after
See,
today.
this was a tribute, so this one's still good. That was a tribute to.
Well, more on that in a minute.
Yeah.
I promise you, we're definitely going to get there.
Okay.
It just ain't the same anymore.
Yes.
It ain't the same anymore.
Most
We'll get
of it's
there.
not the same yet.
It's another one.
Yeah.
What is up?
I thought you were gonna play. You can hate me now. Oh wait, no, that's Nas. That's Nas though.
We're going to get there.
Yeah, that's Nas.
We're going to get there.
Okay.
Hold on. You just don't hit the same anymore. Don't be bobbing your head to this. You can't do it anymore. You can't. It's
I don't know.
it feels wrong. It feels wrong.
It
Oh,
does-
what a
it
hell of
does-
a way to
it
start
does
this
feel-
episode.
It does feel wrong.
You just don't hit the same anymore.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Man,
Hold on.
it's rough.
There's one more.
I don't even know how we're gonna start this episode so far.
I believe we actually started an episode with this
I think we did.
exact song.
Yep, we did.
It ain't the same. What is up?
Dang.
And welcome back.
Might as well keep it going. What else you
No,
got?
we're done with that. What is up,
Nothing
then?
else, huh?
That's it. Well,
There's
hold
one
on, there's-
specifically.
this may break your heart. I promise you, we have a podcast episode on the way here.
Okay. All right.
I promise. To whoever's sticking this out, I promise.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna still rock with
You
it.
can't.
I'm gonna
We'll get
still
there.
rock with this one.
We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
What is up?
What is up, and welcome back
Welcome back.
to the Ready Player Live podcast. Your favorite show about gains and games.
Yeah.
Man, what a week.
And apparently, Diddy. Ooh, man.
Welcome back to the Ready Player Live
Welcome back,
podcast.
welcome back. Yeah.
Your favorite show about gains and only games, nothing else.
Okay.
I'm your host, Milo, here with my best friend, Jay.
Yep.
Let's just get to it.
Okay.
If you're a repeat listener, thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
And if you're new here and if you like what you hear, thanks for being here. Hit that subscribe button, comment, share, engage with us.
Yes, please.
We worked really hard to set this up for y'all,
Yeah.
and we hope you like what you see. So let's start the show. Man,
It's been like 2 months.
it's
and
been
I'm
a minute, and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
much has
everyone.
happened. Well,
If anyone's still out there
no, they're out there.
and wants to listen to whatever we have going on,
No, they're definitely out there.
my bad.
Well, happy Easter weekend. We got a couple. We
Yeah.
got some good things to look forward to.
Happy Easter.
Although, and I got my Easter
Yeah,
threads
you got
on.
Easter fit. I love it.
I try to
digging
keep
it.
it festive today,
Yeah, you know.
and I see you're keeping it a little
Oh,
in
this
theme.
is this is for a specific reason.
More on that in a minute.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, life's been good. How have you been?
I've been good, man.
You been good?
Chill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got no
Since we
complaints.
last met,
Yeah. There's lots gone down.
much has happened.
Too much.
Some things cannot be avoided, so we're gonna get there in a minute.
Mm.
Before we do that,
Okay.
have you heard about that Mike Tyson shit?
Yeah.
I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. What's your take on this?
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul in a fight on Netflix, apparently. Which, dude, it's gonna shut the whole thing down. Like, Netflix, I don't even know how that's gonna work. Like, this is like the most anticipated fight in I don't even know how long, because it's Mike Tyson. Like, it's Mike Tyson. Jake Paul's a big deal in the fight world, but at the same time, I feel like everyone wants to see him lose.
Absolutely.
Right?
But why?
Like, it's not just me, right? Like, everyone wants to see him just get destroyed. You
But
know?
why?
Because he's winning like nonstop. He's won every single one of his fights, basically. And against people you would think, like, oh, you know, he might not do too well against, but somehow.
But he's new, though. Like, he doesn't have, like,
Yeah.
that many wins under his belt.
Yeah.
So
that too.
So
and he's also getting big fights. Like
he's fighting against
not big fights in the sense like they're main like high name boxers, but like former UFC fighters and like he's putting on big shows, entertaining.
He's a big draw.
Yeah,
He's a big draw. He, as you know, and I'm sure everyone who listens to this pod probably has caught wind of this. So and it's an exhibition fight, right? So it's just
is it?
for
Oh,
the
see, I didn't hear if it was or wasn't.
It's one of those like I don't know if it technically does it count. I don't know. We'll have to look into it.
They haven't really, as far as I've seen, they haven't really said. If it's an exhibition fight, it's probably going to be meh. Honestly, because they'll draw it out so that it's long enough and entertaining enough. They won't go crazy full hard against each other,
but they need to though, because
I know.
otherwise, what's the point?
That's what the world wants to see.
The world wants to see.
They want to see a battle.
But how is this a battle? Let's break this down and then let's go.
Mike Tyson is old, yes, but it's Mike Tyson.
He's still got it.
It's Mike Tyson.
He's still got it.
Even now, like he is a beast.
Have you seen him training?
Oh
like
my God, dude,
in his
scary.
current age?
It's
he's
scary.
still got it.
I know.
And I'm not just quoting.
No, it's scary
Stu?
to watch.
Stu was like, "Yeah, man, that was Mike Tyson,
dude." Watching Mike Tyson knock out highlights is like the best thing ever.
If you ever want to get charged up,
dude,
and you want to just
holy crap, just watch a compilation of Mike Tyson knockouts, and you're gonna be like, "What?" Like, dude, if you grew up in the 2000s and knew nothing of Mike Tyson, then go on YouTube, do some research, watch his old videos, and you'd be like, "Whoa!" Like, I don't know, man. Even watching his training videos now, you're like, the only thing that I think Jake Paul obviously will have on him is cardio because he's younger,
of course,
and possibly speed, but at the same time, I don't know, because Mike Tyson's still fucking quick, man. He's still fast, even as an old guy. Like, and not only fast, but like powerful, strong. Like he got the old man strength now. Like he's like, So I think if he really digs into his training and really gets into it, man, he could potentially.
I feel like it's going to be a blowout. I think easily. My money's on Tyson. Easy.
Yeah.
I think Jake Paul. His fights are kind of handpicked.
Yes, they're all.
I think he's going after
even the Tyson one's handpicked.
Yeah, and I think he's going after him because he's past his prime or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I think even you could probably knock out Jake Paul. Like if you got in the ring with him, you might have.
If I trained, maybe like heavily trained, like he does.
Yeah. Who wants to see that? Anyone who's listening to this pod, who do you got?
That would take some significant
versus
training.
Jake Paul.
But at the same time, I give Jake Paul respect in the sense that like he's getting in the ring still. Like
sure.
It takes a lot to get into the ring and fight someone else. Like whether the fights are handpicked or not, whether it's obvious he is probably going to win these fights because he's fighting people that are clearly not really, at the level where he is even. Like if he went against some legit actual boxers, I don't think he would do too well. Like if he legitimately went against boxers, but he's fighting all these random fights just for show.
Yeah.
If you're fighting former UFC fighters, like come on, man. Like that's good job. You're fighting basketball players, okay, good job.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. This whole thing, when they announced it, and I know it's a few weeks old at this point, but it's something I just wanted to bring it up. I wanted to bring up and just see what
Tyson's
you take on
beast.
it. So who you got?
It's gonna be crazy.
I got Tyson. What else we got? All right, so much has happened.
Diddy.
Are we just gonna jump right into? Do you want to just get right to it?
I don't know. I don't know what else is going on really. Right. That is like the highlight.
This might
of
be the
everything, right? The
Diddy episode.
Diddy Gate.
Diddy Gate.
You know,
Diddy Gate has
the Diddy scandal amongst scandals. It's going down. It's crazy.
It's what it is. It's gross.
Well, there's not a lot that's also been revealed yet. It just mostly
the
seems
implications
to be, speculation and implications are very strong.
They're strong implications. It's a family-friendly show, so we won't give like
Too into it.
like the vulgar details.
Gross. Yeah.
You can go ahead and look that up yourself.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
We're
We're gonna get right into it, or are we gonna talk about some video games? Because this tip, by the way.
I think we should get over this Diddy stuff so we can talk about some video games.
All right, so Diddy Gate happened.
Yeah.
It's still up in the air. It's real nasty.
Yeah, multiple houses of his, properties of his have been raided
All at once.
all at once, out of nowhere. Raided
Footage
by the FBI.
immediately. I don't know, circulated
Yeah.
or so they went into his home and they like immediately grabbed all their like footage and cameras and everything instantly.
Surveillance footage instantly,
yeah.
hard
And,
drives.
It's real serious what's happening.
Serious.
It's like this is like a serious show here that we're doing here, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because
allegedly he had hidden cameras in a lot of these houses where he would throw these parties in all the rooms. And allegedly, he has many recordings of
activities
going on in these rooms with celebrities and
all sorts of
all sorts of
activities. We'll
people.
leave it at that.
Yeah. So,
My question is
anything going to happen with this?
Will something happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It does make me wonder.
It changes a lot, I think, in the culture world.
Yeah.
I think it changes. Like, as a joke, we were kind of playing some of his music just to like kind of break the ice a little bit, and it already feels kind of gross.
Some of the songs I feel like I don't know. Like,
is it time to cancel Diddy? Is my question to you. Like, is it time to like, or is it too soon?
A lot of his music is not just his music.
That's the problem I'm facing.
It's like
because if you're
he's
canceling
got songs with Mace, he's got
Nas.
songs with Nas, he has songs with Biggie. He's like where he's all these people are on the song with him, so it's like
the cultural impact that this man had created. He left a mark. And if these allegations are true, we'll leave the details out because it's just gross and it's not that kind of show. But if it's true, then you got to let it go. It's time to, a lot of people say like, oh, you got to separate the art from the artist. Well, I can't listen to R. Kelly anymore. I don't care how good I Believe I Can Fly was. Like, I can't do it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
To each their own. But I
feel you.
This whole situation is kind of gross, and the whole.
I think that's also for R. Kelly, though. I think that's also because everything's already come out, and everything's already happened, and he's in prison. Like, it's different.
So if
like, at this moment now, am I like, I'm not listening
he's not
to
technically
anything Diddy says,
been charged with anything?
Well, like we don't even know what's going on. We have no idea.
Right,
it's just all speculation of there's minors and this and that. Like, we have no idea.
Right.
It's just made up.
They're definitely, I don't know, building a case or whatever. I don't know how this world works.
I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It is hopefully not going to be too R. Kelly-ish, but at the same time,
there's a lot of implications.
It's leaning that way, and it definitely feels like that's where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All I can say is at least we have 50 Cent to kind of like
if you want
to
keep being entertained, go on 50 Cent's Instagram and follow along with him because he's posting daily.
Some of his stuff is kind of nasty too, though, because his did you see the whole thing? We're gossiping about like a man a
Yeah.
grown man.
Yeah.
So bear with us on this, but his wife came out, or his ex came out, and she was like saying things that 50 did to her.
Oh, I
And
didn't
it's like
even
this
hear
whole
that.
thing. It's just gross. Hey man, I'm
the
telling
whole
you, this
culture.
this rap
Ah.
world. I think I'm kind of
Fading into the bushes with.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's getting gross. A
We're
lot of.
leaning. We're heading towards the country route for sure.
Well, on that note, we got this new, and who better to help us lean into it from rap into this different genre than
Beyonce.
Did you hear that new Beyonce?
Beyonce came out with a new album that she very specifically, very clearly made sure to state that it is not a country album because everyone was like, is she going country now all of a sudden?
Well, yeah,
Because
because
of
she's
her
rocking like the.
Texas
She's
song.
got the cowgirl hat,
and she's
got
all of a sudden she's got blonde hair and a cowboy hat, and she's rocking she's real country all of a sudden, kind of out of nowhere.
But then she came out and she
And
said,
made
"Well,
a
no, it's not.
hardcore switch,
It's not
yeah.
a country
And then
album."
it's like, oh, it's not a
just-
country album, yeah.
But then you listen to like half the songs, and
And it's very
it's
the very
very-
first song, she's got like a country accent. Like I get it, she's from Texas, like, but at the same time, Beyonce in all her songs is not always like sounding all cowgirl,
Well, hi there, I'm a cowboy. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Bullet, bullet gun. Zap, 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 pow, zap, pow.
Like she's not, she doesn't sound like that all the time.
some are. I think it's
Like, with a
believable.
thick-
It's believable. I
believable.
would say, like,
yeah, the first track on there for sure is like you start hearing it and you're like, okay, like this might be good.
But
Like,
then you see the list, and there's like 30 songs.
yeah, dude, this is too much. You're doing too much. Like,
Bae's doing too. When does she not do too
she's
much?
doing too much. And then like she's got features with the Miley Cyrus song. We actually already talked about this, but the Miley Cyrus song that she got a song with Miley Cyrus featuring on it, and it's like let Miley Cyrus sing a little, like she's like over singing, like they're singing together, but all you hear is Beyonce, singing, and it's like, dude, like come on, man. It's funny,
It's a
like
Beyonce album though.
dude, I know, but it's
So
like over.
don't
It's
you
like
wanna
it's overkill.
If it was a J-Ro album, I'd expect you to shine on it over me. If I was like the feature, I'd expect you.
Yeah, but like if you're singing together, it's like Boys to Men. Like none of them like you.
Well,
don't,
you know what it reminds
you
me.
hear
of?
them all together.
Well, it's like the Trolls when they're like, we have to be in harmony.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the
Trolls
movie.
They got it right.
Yeah. Harmony.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
love-
That's how you know you have kids.
That's how
Like
you
if
know
you're
it's a family-friendly
referencing
show.
a cartoon Trolls movie. Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah. Let's just say Beyonce, I'm sure that album will be for someone, but unfortunately it was not for
It's
me. I tried. I listened to at least half of it, right? I got
You gave it a fair
maybe
shot.
more than half. Yeah,
gave it a
I
fair
actually listened to all of it, almost all of it, and it was just like, let me go throw on some Laney. Like like I can't. This is not for me. Like I just it didn't quite hit.
Let me go put on some Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah, it did not quite hit. Yeah,
Well,
put on some Neon Moon real quick. Yeah,
don't go there. Don't go there. I love that song.
Switching gears.
Switching gears, video games.
Video games.
What you playing right now? Nothing.
That's not true.
Jarrell's playing nothing.
Nope, not true. I'm trying to think because I've been playing. I kind of dabbled in a few different things to try out. Sandland, and this is more specifically. I think I failed to even add to the notes or even think about it, but and it's been like almost a month now, but R.I.P. to Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball Z, basically my entire childhood, passed away, died like almost a month ago now, and it was rough. It was hard for me. Like that's probably like the hardest one I've heard celebrity wise, more recent, where it actually hit me because this is my childhood. Like I literally grew up with nothing but Dragon Ball Z, like all this stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'm heavily into. I'm still super into it. You know,
To this day.
yeah,
To this day.
yeah, and Yeah, it was rough, but anyway, Sandland is it was a manga that Akira Toriyama did, and they turned it into a movie. I think a couple years back, maybe, or something. And then they have a game now on that's out. It's called Sandland, and it's pretty cool. Like, it's neat. It's like this big open world game where you play the little devil character, and it looks really. The art's really good. The style's really good, and I played that for a little while. That was pretty cool. I went back to. I know. I was talking to my cousin Joe, and he told me that this game is my WoW. This game is my, not Sandland, this other game I'm saying. This game is my WoW, World of Warcraft, like to you. Age of Empires. I went back to Age of Empires, playing Age of Empires 4, and like for, hours. Like, Joe came over, and I played the game while he was there. Like, I played like multiple campaigns, multiple things, and he's like, you got a PS5 controller I can borrow so I can play something on my own over here, like, because I was so freaking sucked in to that damn game. And yeah, so played Age of Empires a ton these past couple months. I don't know, it's like so peaceful to me. I don't know, I can't. It's literally like how WoW is to you, where you just get locked in and you're just like,
You know what it is?
it's 2 a.m. I gotta go to bed.
You know what
you know.
You know what they call that? It is your comfort game.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
your, everyone has like a comfort
Yep.
movie or movie that
It's
maybe
my
you're
comfort
at
game.
home sick and it makes you feel better every time,
Yeah.
right? It's your comfort game.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
What about you? What have you been playing?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I know Milo's been playing a
don't
lot too.
wanna
It's
know.
been a couple of months, so Milo has definitely at least gone through like 5 games. Right?
Hold on.
Are you hitting it already? Are you gonna?
Hold on, I'm gonna do the lean.
Okay, all right. What has Milo been playing?
Final Fantasy Reborn
Reborn.
and Final Fantasy Remake prior to that.
Oh, okay, yep.
Ah,
To get into it,
I don't know what. We
that
don't
might,
have
That
time.
might be Milo's comfort game
It's one of them for
You
sure.
know?
The original,
because it's a game that you played as a child.
the original, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
It's like watching a movie, like a next.
you know what it feels
part.
like? You know what it feels like?
Hmm.
To play Final Fantasy Remake, which came out a few years ago, and I finally caught up with that and completed it. And then to jump into Reborn,
Yeah,
it is like visiting old friends.
yeah,
To go in and catch up with these characters that I had grown to love
yeah,
as a young man, kid, whatever. And then to see them brought to life in crisp
Vivid.
4K,
yeah.
next gen, whatever,
Detail.
detailed, fully fleshed out, with nice dialogue, voice actor. It actually there's a few points where I was like, wow, like this is sad. Some of the scenes were like, they you're like, oh,
like the story, like story wise.
yeah. And when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, whatever. Like you're just sitting there.
You don't realize.
But then you're like, wow, like I like the way they bring these characters to life is so great. And I would say to anyone who hasn't played the original and they're curious about the remake and Reborn, I won't go into all the gameplay details. All I can say is it's fantastic, but definitely play the original first.
Yeah.
Because if you jump right into the remake, it won't really hit
Won't
the
hit you
same.
the same, yeah.
Because there's a lot, like they redo a lot of the iconic ideas from the 32-bit, the PS1 version,
Yeah.
and they hit the notes, but a lot of them are like, only if you had played the original, then it would really make the impact. You're like, oh wow. So they bring a lot of the key
The nostalgia.
to life, and you're like, wow, this is great. Now they have made some changes, which I will not go into because there's simply no time.
Okay.
But man, I can't get enough of it. I'm jumping into it as much as I can when I can get the time.
Nice.
And I'm really just enjoying my time playing through it. I'm just breezing through it, and I'm really enjoying it for what it is. And I'm glad they are able to do
That's awesome.
all of what they can do with the PS5. It's an incredible machine.
Did you see the shoes?
Yes. I saw the shoes.
We got to get a shot of the shoes at some point.
Just
We'll
do it now.
All right, let me
Come on,
get it.
you're a flexible guy.
Let me throw my foot up real quick. You're like, God damn, he is flexible. No,
You know what it reminds me of? Cannonball from Hook.
No, fat ball.
Fat ball.
And he rolls his.
Oh,
he
you
puts
can't say fat.
He puts in that movie. He did. We're quoting a movie. We're not saying it. He
That
said it. In
offends me.
Fat ball, and he goes.
Then he puts
Sits
his
down. He puts his feet up, and he
which is
rolls.
clearly like
Amazing.
prop. Like
It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna get a shot of these shoes. Don't mind my cankles. No, I'm just kidding. Look at these shoes. Kanye West would be furious. He'd be furious right now.
Speaking of Kanye West. All right.
Yeah.
Pop culture roundup.
Okay.
Oh man. So since we've last recorded,
Yeah.
Kanye West came and went, and
It came out with an album, and
came out.
It just it hit.
It hit
Again.
It's good for what it is.
It
for
hit.
what it was.
Everybody's using it for reels.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Well, I thought, but didn't he get canceled?
yeah, strange.
I
right?
believe
I-
everyone was done with Kanye West.
I'm not sure what's happening right now, but
And-
it's odd, right?
I believe everyone said that no, I will never support. I will never listen to anything he says.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And yet somehow, some way, he had the top
Yeah.
rap album so far this year.
What's funny also is I believe even we might have mentioned that we're not going to talk about him anymore because he was constantly every episode we somehow brought up Kanye West, but it's like you were saying earlier, it's like an old friend.
Every time he drops an album,
it's like an old friend that you're like,
it's like you
what's
get that
up,
knock on
man?
the door, and you're like, well,
what's up, man?
hey, yo,
Yeah, it's been a minute. All right,
hey,
give
come
me a-
on in,
give
man,
me a
come on,
hug.
bring it in.
Yeah,
Then you give him a big hug, big old hug.
You just kind of everything else just
And then you just forget.
fades away. Yeah,
For
you just
some reason,
move on.
everything is
Yeah.
forgiven.
Like an old friend, or not necessarily like an old friend, but like a brother. You know,
Yeah,
because
and
like you can, or like
can go
like
through
a
some things
sibling.
with a
Yeah,
sibling, you know,
It's like a
and yet
sibling where you're like,
everything's-
I can't stand this person, but then they show up and you're like,
and
"Ah,
Thanksgiving,
all right."
hey,
What's up?
come
Yeah,
on, yeah,
all
and
right,
then
bring
you
it
kind of
in.
forget, and then
Yeah.
you forget.
Yeah. Mhm. It's like an old friend that you revisit and makes you.
There's a big debate.
Yeah.
There's a big debate right now. There's a big debate
About.
on the top three. The top three
Oh, you're
Kendrick
talking about Kendrick.
dropped that verse.
Yeah, which
and he
funny. I
said-
still haven't even listened.
You haven't even.
the
Well,
whole thing.
that's
I
like
know,
so.
dude.
Basically, this
It
week has
came out of
been
nowhere.
no. Basically, this week has been the Diddy do it
Yeah.
and top three like hip hop
Yeah.
artists like
Yeah. Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole.
yeah.
Kendrick basically came out with a verse where he talked mad shit and just basically said that he is better than Drake and J. Cole, and they got nothing on him.
Mhm.
And that was kind of there's not really been a response after that. It's just kind of been like everyone's like, oh yeah.
Well, there was a response.
Oh, there was.
And
I missed it. Okay.
well,
what was the response?
Ye went ahead and threw his name in the hat.
Oh,
and said,
he said I washed them all. He said he washed all of them. That's right.
yeah, he said he's
Yeah,
he's
you
the
know
GOAT.
what? If
He-
anybody's
he
the
said-
greatest,
no,
it's
hold on.
me.
You know, he tends to delete his posts, but let me.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
got to
go
be
back
quick
and
with the.
you took a screenshot at least, or
I
you
did.
yeah, because you sent me the picture.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, it is, but the
It's gone. He deleted
you
it.
know what? Yeah, maybe you didn't send me a picture.
Oh wait, no. He says. Okay, so he says.
Okay.
Everyone knows I washed Kendrick. A reading. Should we do this?
Take a screenshot of that
All right.
before he does delete it. So
Before I
we
do
at least
this,
have it for
a
so you
live
send it to me and
An interpretation
We'll throw it
of Ye.
on the screen here.
You should play like one of his like instrumentals in the background.
Okay. All right, we'll see what we can do.
Find your dreams come true.
Bling, bling, bling.
And now let it ride. Everyone knows I washed Kendrick on No More Parties in LA. Everyone knows I washed Drake at the Free Hoover concert. I can't do it. Everyone knows I brought Adidas into this culture and I took them out. There's more. Everyone knows Lotta, Demina, Virgil, Jerry beatboxing on them. Kim all worked for me. Threw his ex-wife's name in the hat. What's the matter with this dude? I made Yeezus, Dark Fantasy, Pablo, Graduation, Throne, 808s. I made Runaway, Devil in a New Dress, Father Stretch. I am the only person to come back to number one after cancellation. There is only one GOAT. I stand with me. My friends call me Ye.
To find your dream and good job, Al. Bro, that was solid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bunch of shit. It's all.
But you know what? You know what isn't a bunch of shit?
What? Oh, cue the music. Hold on. Hold on. Keep going.
The new X-Men 97 show that just got released on Disney. And oh my goodness gracious. I wore my Cyclops shirt specifically for this. That's probably good. That's good. Yeah, we already got enough strikes on our.
We are messing with Disney
Yeah,
now.
we're never gonna get no. The new X-Men 97 was released. The first 3 episodes are out, and oh my goodness gracious, it is a hit. It is perfect if you are a fan of the 90s show X-Men, 90s cartoon show X-Men. That I think we've talked about in the past, probably, but we talked about when this was going to be coming up, and
I believe we predicted
kind of on the
it might
fence.
be. Nah.
Yeah, we're on the fence. We're like, I don't know if it's man. Oh my god,
Completely lived up to
it is amazing. It is perfect in every way possible. You don't even care about some of the minor stuff that was in the previous one, like. Rogue's skin change, or not Rogue, but Storm's skin is way darker in this one. Rogue doesn't have the her thickness as she did in the first one, and her skin tone's a little off. Even she's like paler.
The character designs have slightly
very minor.
very.
But man, all that goes flying out the window. It goes flying out like freaking
the stratosphere.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Like you don't care at all about any of it because it is that good. Like
agreed.
My boy Cyclops, I had to wear the shirt. I had to rock the shirt specifically because he is my dude. Marvel vs. Capcom, I always picked Cyclops. He was the GOAT for me. And he's finally getting
his dues.
Yeah, he's getting the dues, man. Like because they're showing that he is legit. Like, oh my God. Phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it right now. You don't even listen to the rest of this episode first.
Yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, you can just turn us off.
Yeah, whatever. Either way, go watch it. Incredible. All around, perfect. I have 0 complaints. 0.
You know what it is? It's just like the scene from X-Men.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Yes.
When Magneto's sitting there in his little like turtleneck.
Yep. Dude.
Perfection.
I have nothing. It basically picks up from where the 90s series ended,
Mhm.
and it just continues from there.
Like
It's crazy.
just completely.
But
just
now it's like
continues on.
with a full crazy budget. It's like way. Oh God! Like,
you can tell.
oh
Yeah,
whoever is behind it clearly
was a fan.
Was a fan.
Clearly, like
Yeah.
was like no, like
They.
Could you imagine?
You feel the love.
Absolutely.
You know, you feel the love in this where you're like, dude, they actually whoever did this gave a crap. Like it's not like they
Yes.
just slapped this nonsense together.
Now
They,
that
like,
sort of thing.
oh
Now I will say that it's a trend with all these reboots, like
yeah.
all these continuations.
I didn't even watch the other. I didn't even watch the original. I know nothing about the comics. You know, like that's usually
how it
yep.
goes.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even read the comics when we made this.
Then why the hell are you
Yeah.
here?
Yep.
Like,
But this one,
I believe that
Yeah.
anytime they do a sequel
Mm-hmm.
or a reboot, it should always be made by someone who like
is
clearly
a fan.
knows the material.
Yep.
Um,
The source material is there. It's like all the current Star Wars stuff that's happening right now. Like
yeah, they're changing everything. You know what? Not to go into it.
no,
I'm going to go into it. I'm going in.
in a good way though. Like some of the more like Ahsoka, like it's done by what's his name? That he's like a major fan.
But
Star
not all
Wars
of Star
fan.
Wars was done by
No,
fans.
no.
When they changed
Correct.
my boy Luke Skywalker,
Yeah, yeah.
they made him completely different. Anyway, I don't want to get off track. X-Men, I completely agree. 97, X-Men 97, I agree.
Phenomenal.
Easily the best,
Remake,
whatever you want to call
Respawn, yeah.
so far out of anything that
Phenomenal.
we've had.
Uh-huh.
That includes like, Ghostbusters, which
Yeah.
apparently wasn't very
Bombed.
good. The new Jurassic Park was like
I
shit.
didn't even see it. Yeah.
What else was just like, man, it just
everything.
didn't hit the
Mhm.
same.
Yep. But X-Men, yeah, it's funny. Me and my buddy at work, we talk about it because we've been watching it, and another one guy at work, he chimes in. He's like, we were talking about the X-Men, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I watched that in the '90s, and I was like, he's like a little bit older than us, not by much, but enough to where I'm like, he doesn't know what this is. So I'm like, how's the theme song go? And he's like, what? I'm like, what's the theme song? He's like, I don't know. And we're like, you didn't watch it. We're like, nice try.
You're a fake.
Nice try.
You're not.
So then he's like, well, how does it go? So then me and my squad are just like,
Everybody knows. Everybody, come on.
I'm still going.
X-Men.
It's one of those like
oh,
you have to when you start it, you have to finish it.
Oh yeah, I like how Disney has the skip intro button. Like
Yeah,
I don't think a
nope.
single soul has like
No, never. It's like that. It's like DuckTales. It's like what's it? Full House and the other one with Steve Urkel.
all of it. Well, Family Matters.
Family Matters. Thank you. It's like all of those. The intros, like they're so iconic that you just
The
you
X-Men
listen to them,
theme
you stick
is
with them.
definitely
The X-Men is
one of the most iconic. And
Never-
I'll tell you
never
what.
skip.
And don't forget. They are going to bring the X-Men back in live action films.
well,
This big
we'll
build
see.
up. Will it? You know what I said.
Will it hold up? Will it work?
We'll
The world
see.
may just like the damn Tootsie Pop. The
Well, I'll tell
world
you
may
what.
never know.
It's looking a little bleak after they
It's very bleak.
snapped Professor X's neck
Very, very bleak.
in what was that stupid movie?
Deadpool is the only thing that anyone's looking forward to Marvel wise right now at all. And even that,
Doctor Strange. is what
everyone's like,
they kind of brought.
we'll
that.
see. You know,
They kind of teased a little
Yep.
bit, and then they like went and like cracked Patrick Stewart's
Damn
freaking
shame.
neck off and whatever.
damn shame.
It's been a great show.
Yeah. Anyway,
What else we
go
got?
watch
That might be it.
X-Men. Go watch X-Men. Go watch X-Men. I don't know. I watched all 3 episodes and I'm so like, I need more. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. highly, highly, highly recommend. It's amazing. But yeah.
All right. That might be it.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
This was good.
It was good.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you for listening to the Ready Player Live podcast.
Yes.
It was a pleasure.
Your favorite show.
It was a Did you see the Chick-fil-A girl?
About gains and
games. Did you hear about that Chick-fil-A shit? You see the girl, the Chick-fil-A girl that went viral?
I have no idea.
Anytime I say, you know what, that's how you want to talk about great marketing.
Okay.
Anytime I say like, oh yeah, it was my pleasure to help you.
At Chick-fil-A.
You always
You
think of that.
Chick-fil-A?
You just think about it.
And when they don't say it,
And you're like,
"Ooh, you're gonna be in trouble." That's what I was
so you
thinking
didn't
of.
see the
I
girl?
have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh.
I have no idea.
We will wrap the show.
We are out of time.
As we wrap the show, we'd like to thank our subscribers.
Yes.
We'd like to thank our
Anyone
listeners.
and everyone.
We are at time, but Jarrell absolutely needs to see this
All right. Is a
viral
reaction video here.
viral sensation.
Okay. Let me lean in. Lean in to see.
Drink? Can I have a lemonade, please?
A lemonade, all right.
And then can I also have barbecue sauce? Or do you have like a buffalo sauce?
No
What?
Chick-fil-A sauce?
No Chick-fil-A sauce.
So you want
She's
a
just
barbecue
playing
sauce.
around, right?
Yes.
And then you want Chick-fil-A sauce?
No.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right.
That's hilarious.
You haven't seen this?
No. She's not like. It's obviously a joke, right?
All right.
She's not actually like
On-
nothing's wrong with her.
Next episode of the Ready Player Live podcast.
We will reveal whether or not there's something wrong with the Chick-fil-A girl. Stand by. Tune in next time. Another
I
exciting
can't believe
episode.
you haven't seen her,
of-
dude. She was like all over.
No, I
She's a
know-
viral
no idea.
sensation.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, she. I don't know. Yeah,
that's
that's.
facing. That's
There
so
has been
funny.
so many.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
There's been so many like parodies of her
Oh, already?
already.
I'm not really on social media anymore. I've kind of
I'm sure
faded away.
you will run into it eventually.
That's awesome, though. That's funny.
And your
I don't know
first
if that's
question,
like a legit.
and your first question is she all right?
Yeah, I mean, look at her face. I assume she's joking.
Oh my
but
God.
if she's not, like,
What's the
is
matter?
she high? Like, what? I don't know if that's good for the brand or not.
Apparently it is, because she's the first person I thought of when I said
Oh, man.
all that. So
You need to put her on the wall. She's gonna be the new Chick-fil-A mascot.
thank you for listening to the Ready Player Live
Thank
podcast.
you. Yes,
We out.
we out.
Ready.